What's up, guys? Got a few questions recently about the business. I run several topics on my channel I cover, which is psychology and business, and we're going to talk about self involvement as well. Now, the question is it's probably the most common one that people looking for ideas, where to start, what should I do if I don't have that startup capital and short right now, especially now. I talked recently in one of the videos that now is probably the best time to start it because a lot of them they decline and you have these several months to build some base, some structure, and then after everything will be ready, several months is gonna take anyway. Then you're gonna able to start to get your first sales. Now, most common question: what should I do? How, like, where you gonna get the idea, and how to start. Now, I've done most of the businesses that I've done. You just take anything. For example, corner store. I'm gonna use it as an example. If you're gonna open also a corner store, just make sure you use your creativity. It's especially if you have visual vector people, they're able to. It's kind of creative people, and use your creativity to implement some innovation, something easier for customers, maybe free delivery, or something that is going to be more convenient for them, better service, improve some. Don't just copy, don't just start opening the same one and copy 100%. Just use your creativity, make sure it's going to be better in some way. Otherwise they're not going to come to you if they already know. Prices is not going to be easy to adjust because most likely your prices is not going to be cheaper than your like other competitors because they're already buying it for some time. So usually they get better prices, but also not necessarily but price sometimes is not gonna be that easy to get cheaper price than your competitors, unless you're already in the market, you know all the distributors, you know all the wholesalers, you can get a deal. It's different story. When you start, price might be, at least try to keep the same. They will probably lower their prices, but try to match it. But now online right now, everything is online, and I also started some businesses online. It's very cheap right now to build website. It's actually not just right now. You can build a website for $50, $100, and it can be e-commerce. It can be with shopping cart. People actually can purchase stuff there, and you can find a lot of them. And if you don't know which ones, you can message me. I'll tell you which ones are the. And just take any random idea. For example, take idea of Airbnb. It's pretty broad, big market. I'm not sure exactly how much this market, what's the volume, but even if you get few percent of this market, you already will be good. So just copy any website, that's how they all do. They just copy each other. And Apple copy Microsoft, or Microsoft Apple, and everybody's copying. No, but I mean, innovation, even if you gonna innovate something new, doesn't mean that a market will, it needs some testing, and it's a lot of money. It doesn't, even if you think the product is good, doesn't mean that it's gonna sell. So it's better to take something that already in the market, something people already using. Again, example with this website, you create similar one and use your creativity to make easier maybe to use this platform for people, or maybe make it different way. Maybe it's gonna look different. If you're really a visual vector person, you can create it really kind of eye-catching and attractive, and a lot of people like that too. Or any idea, you can take any business, anything, sell any product, but just try to shift it. For example, right now what I'm doing, I'm going to create business school, and right now I'm working on a psychology project, and I'm creating also psychology training. I'm gonna shift psychology and psychiatry to different, it's gonna be completely different direction that will go. It might take some time. As long as you take your idea and work on it, eventually it will break through. The problem is sometimes, now if you need to invest money in that, it's not a good idea for sure, because you might need to invest, people don't buy it. Right now it's going to be, even after the quarantine and all this stuff will be over, might be small recession, so definitely they might not buy some fancy products. But if you don't invest money, you just invest a couple hours a day, then you can keep going. If you have to invest money, you're not gonna make it, because you're not gonna able to invest anything. It's not gonna be any income. So just start something that you just invest your time. Again, the websites that I built, I had like 20 websites. None of them, I didn't even, until now, I don't know how to use Excel and Word. I mean, I know, but something basic. I'm not gonna learn Java and start building websites. For $50, I can hire somebody. It's really reasonable. And if you use your creativity and you make it a little bit different and better for people, and again, if you have a plan, like let's say business plan, don't stick to it, because there is no, I'll give you an example. In a time of war, there is no plan that is gonna work 100%, never. And I've been in military, I can tell you that it's not working. So the difference between person or general of the army that winning, it can adapt fast to its circumstances and change the plan. That's what makes you win. Same thing in business. Even if you have business plan, don't worry about it. When you start working on it, then you will see what you need to change, how you need to adapt, where you need to shift it and make it better than other competitors. And it could be any idea again. It could be anything as long as you make it a little bit better. People will use your product or use your service. And for example, also very important, I see a lot of lawyers, even doctors, everybody who use high quality service, let's say, like doctors, lawyers. I see only maybe few of them who has a YouTube channel, Instagram active, and they give some useful tips for people, and usually it's for free. Maybe they get money from the advertisement. Usually they raise money from other sources. When you have enough followers, it works a little bit different. You don't even have to run that advertisement. But what they do, this few I see, like doctors and lawyers, they have their channel, and they the one who 10 times more successful than any other lawyer or doctor, because people know them, they trust them more and all that, because those kind of services, it's very important trust over there, because you're not sure who you're dealing with. And also I don't see them really usually they do have like some listings, or somebody's running for them, some listings on like Yelp and stuff like that, but they don't try. What I'm trying to explain here, they don't try to study that kind of marketing, at least a little bit, because if you delegate it 100%, anything 100%, if you're gonna delegate, is not gonna work most likely, because you're the only one who knows. For example, you attorney, you knows right now what some most useful tips that people need and questions they ask. So instead of taking and writing small article by yourself, you delegate it, and the person has no idea about that, so that's why it doesn't work. You can give it to somebody else, but you still need to learn a little bit marketing, how to write those articles, and it's very important. Otherwise, that's why a lot of those projects fail, because 100% they kind of delegate, and the other person, he cannot just see it from your side. And I know most of us, we don't have enough time for everything, but there is no other way unless you're gonna do it. Alright guys, so see you next one. Take care.